Alright guys, hear me out. Slavery is bad.
yes, it is.
I'm constantly on a journey to find the next great anime, the next great manga, and nowadays we are spoilt for choice. Recently, I just finished Vinland Saga Season 2, which is a masterpiece that shook me to my core.
I have no enemies.
Story so powerful, it can not only give you a great experience, it can change your outlook on life. It's shows like these that reminds me why I love the medium so much. But on this never-ending journey, some days I wake up and I remember, wait a minute, I'm a...
fucking degenerate.
I've told you that I've discovered a high-intensity shonen action manga with amazing art about being a slave to an army of insane anime girls in military uniforms that can kick your ass and will find any way, shape, or form to sit in your face every other chapter. Now I know what you're gonna say. Gigguk, god damn it, what do you think I am? Some weird perverted freak? Please stop trying to get me into your weird hentai fetish shit. So, what's the name of the manga again? Point is, I want to remind people that I'm always striving to find the next anime or manga masterpiece and prove to the world that I'm still a functional member of society. Then I remember that I play Honkai Star Rail. Hi, I'm Gigguk. And just in case you needed a reminder that I'm still a piece of garbage, here's a manga about being stepped on by hot anime girls.
Chain Soldier.
Degeneracy, why don't we step on over to today's sponsor, PUBG Mobile.
Oh boy.
Mobile is an extremely popular free battle royale.
We're not gonna play it.
Different classic maps and a plethora.
Never play battle royales. Never.
The ability to
by any circumstances. No.
Classic battle royales, arcade games, and the new World of Wonder creation mode where you can create and play your very own maps. It's no wonder this game.
It's sad. It's sad that he has to advertise this. Oh boy.
2.7 update where PUBG Mobile paired with one of the most iconic anime of all time.
I hope you're all skipping this.
Not only does this mark the first time Dragon Ball Super has teamed up with a mobile-only game, but their collaboration has led to a variety of amazing game perks that you don't want to miss. There's a new Dragon Ball Super themed game mode that allows you to discover new areas built to replicate famous locations from the series like Dragon Ball Village, Tenkaichi Budokai, Kame House, and Karen Town. You can even collect all 7 Dragon Balls to receive powerful in-game buffs. Not forgetting you also gain access to new skills and items like the Kamehameha, a powerful key move, Sensu Beans to help restore your health, the Dragon Radar, which helps you to collect and find Dragon Balls, the Hoi Poi Air Car, and more. You can even use Ki to upgrade your materials, which will come in handy while playing the new Dragon Ball Super Battle Royale mode. Here you can play as characters like Son Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, Piccolo, and Ultimate Gohan. Use their unique skills in battle and strive to be the last one standing within this new map and mode.
I shouldn't ask what Ultimate Gohan is different from just Gohan.
Games in general. So, just click the link in the description to download and start playing PUBG Mobile for free today. Thank you very much to PUBG Mobile for sponsoring me today, and back to the video. Alright, before you start raising your eyebrows at me, I just want to say, I did not go out looking for a manga like this. This manga just happened to find me. Your Honor. See, I was just innocently browsing my local manga store when a manga cover caught my eye of a military-clad, smug anime girl looking down at me, emanating the purest step-on-me energy man could ask for with a single massive word plastered behind her. Slave. And my brain went, huh. Mato Seihei no Slave, or Chain Soldier, asks a simple philosophical question to all the guys in the world. Would you sell your dignity to be stepped on by a group of hot anime girls? Yes. In the fictional apocalyptic year of 2020, a dangerous dimension called Mato emerges all over Japan, bringing with them monsters that terrorize the world and cause various disasters. Fortunately, one of these monsters have come a new tool humanity can use to combat them. Peaches, a mysterious resource that can give humans supernatural powers they can wield, but granting these abilities to women and only women.
Is the devil fruit
balance to be completely flipped on his head? Men are now at the lower end of the social hierarchy, and Andrew Tate has become Andrew Cake. Enter Yuki Wakura, male, who's one day just minding his own business when he suddenly finds himself in a life or death situation in the Mato realm, facing off against an army of monsters. Thankfully, humanity has created a specialized combat squad of super-powered peach girls called the Anti-Demon Corps, and the commander of the 7th unit sweeps in just in time to save the day. This is Kyoka Uzan, who has the ability to make slaves, which I know sounds pretty bad, but... So anyway, she offers him the opportunity to submit to her, which allows him to activate his ultimate ability, slavery. transforming him into the super powerful combat form that can decimate the monster army. This gives him the chance to be the hero he always wanted to be, but unfortunately, men can't technically join the Anti-Demon Corps. But it's okay because they found a little loophole. He joins the 7th unit and moves into their all-female residence to the dismay of all the girls that live there, and has to prove his worth by becoming their caretaker, being a stay-at-home dad, doing the housework, and cooking up a meal in the kitchen.
It's got that secret ingredient.
Ooh, and what's that?
Where's this from?
I know that description makes it sound like it's some weird harem ecchi shit, but hear me out. It's good weird harem ecchi shit. This is a manga written by the same guy who did Oh no. Okay, regardless of your opinions of Akame ga Kill, and God knows I have my opinions, I think there's one thing we can
like Akame ga Kill
to agree on. As death was bloody hot. So imagine Akame ga Kill, but every girl is a different flavor of S-Death, and replace all the edgy violence and character deaths with S-tier horny. That's Mato Seihe no Slave. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed an ecchi series this much, and yes, there is more that goes into a good ecchi series than just slapping some sexy anime girls in your face and calling it a day. Just because you appreciate anime titties doesn't mean you can't do it with a little bit of class. I may be a degenerate, but I'm a degenerate with standards. I'm not one to watch a show with nothing but fan service and ecchi scenes as its selling point. Maybe that would have worked when I was a dumbass 14-year-old kid, but motherfucker, there's this thing called hentai. It's like ecchi, but without the blue ball in.
And it's art.
If I'm gonna watch a show, there needs to be another hook. Nice action, an interesting world, a compelling romance, plot. But another equally important thing is how you implement the fan service in your show. You can't just show me thick anime thighs and expect... Sorry, I got distracted. You can't just show me thick anime thighs and expect me to be impressed. And one thing I absolutely despise is when the fan service gets in the way of the action.
Oh, it's freezing.
It kills an action scene faster than when you're fully invested in a fight. It's exciting. You're into it. Your heart is pounding. The next big punch is about to be thrown. Then the series goes, all right, pause for a second. Anime titties. And back to the action. If you're going to put a bit of fan service in your show, keep it separate, or in the best case, work with it. Fan service should be the spice on your dish. And you know, I'm a good boy from Thailand. I don't just like a little bit of spice in my food. I love a lot of spice. But that doesn't mean I just want to eat a plate full of Carolina Reapers, nor would I appreciate you squirting a bottle of chili sauce on my dish when that dish is a nice cool vanilla ice cream. But luckily, Mato Seihe no Slave knows exactly how and when to spice up its dish. See, the twist to Kyoko's powers is that after every battle, she needs to give a reward to a slave that's proportional to the energy they just exerted while she activated her power with her
It's like in Dark Zone Darker.
body and her body
Black
actions until the reward has been completely played out. And let's just say these rewards do my Southeast Asian heritage proud.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy...
What this means is that the degeneracy never gets in the way of the action. In fact, they work together to enhance one another because the fan service you get scales with the action that precedes it. There are some chapters that give you just a quick and casual brawl that rewards you with just a little tease, just a little tickling of the balls. But it's when you get the epic, multi-chapter, arc-ending fights. There's the anticipation that as a reader, you know that once the battle is over, there is an equally epic, high-intensity, full-on degenerate ecchi scene from the gods waiting for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Pavlovian degeneracy. I'm of the firm belief that if you're going to go down the degenerate route, you think I, a seasoned anime viewer, am impressed watching the millionth dense protagonist accidentally walk into the girls' changing room. Oh no, baka hentai. No, and thankfully this series pulls no punches in either its action or its culture. According to the lore, each reward Yuki is given is based on his subconscious desires. And thankfully for the readers, our boy must be the average Genshin Impact player because he ain't just bricked up, he's the entire fucking wall. Starting things off with just a vanilla makeout sesh. As the series goes on, the rewards get more and more spicy, like he's cycling through the entire library of hentai tags. Not a fan of the main girl? No worries. The series introduces a literal army of dummy mummies, semen demons, waifus with weaponized thickness. And here, come here. Let me give you a little bit of a spoiler. Kyoko can lend her powers out to other girls. What that means.
I have. Come.
But this goes into the one thing Mato Seihe does that separates it from every other generic ecchi series. It has a plot. I'm not gonna lie and say that fan service isn't one of the main selling points here, but that doesn't mean there's not more going for it as well. For one, the action is actually pretty kick-ass. It goes beyond, I'm gonna defeat you with the power of friendship and titties. Each girl's unique ability brings more dimension to the action than just, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you really hard. All the fights have their own thoughts and tactics put into them based on the powers that are present on the playing field. There's a girl who literally just has Zodwaldo that she activates by doing a fucking JoJo pose. Another girl's an ability called Python where she has to pre-program her body movements like a goddamn software engineer. There's a MILF. I can't remember what her powers are. And a similar level of thought has been put into the characters and the general world around them. With a concept like this, it would have been easy just to slap a bunch of cardboard cutout waifus everywhere and throw in some nonsensical, wacky plots whose only job is to get from one ecchi scene to the next.
But it wouldn't be interesting.
Backstory and motivation that drives the plot forward. And we actually see development with some of them, more than just the amount of ways they can sit on the protagonist's face. We learn more about the social structure and dynamics of the monsters and the anti-demon core that fight them. Interfamily drama, power scalings, power rankings, tournament arcs. I'm gonna be real, this story isn't gonna be winning awards anytime soon, but it does everything it needs to. It does just enough to tickle that part of your brain that wants to grab the popcorn and
is Trainer from Spider-Man?
An action show. When you talk to a lot of anime fans and the topic of guilty pleasures come up, you hear a lot of the same titles getting thrown around. High School of the Dead, High School DxD. I've not talked to a single person that have watched these shows fully and don't talk about them fondly. They know what their appeal is. They know the target audience they're aiming for, and if you're not shows, they're not going to be changing anyone's opinion. But if you do fall in that target demographic, if you're fully embracing the sleeping degenerate in you, then this is like eating McDonald's cooked by a 3-star Michelin chef. Don't lie, these aren't guilty pleasures. These are pleasures you feel no guilt enjoying. They not only fully commit to giving you the peak gourmet fan service you've been craving, but respect you enough to know that you still need more reasons to keep watching once you hit post-nut clarity.
You've come.
That is Mato Seihe no Slave. It knows what it is, and it devotes itself to being damn near the best product it can be for what it's trying to achieve. So if you want a manga that does one thing and one thing really well, and that one thing is being stepped on by powerful, sexy, military-clad anime girls with the added bonus of a decent enough plots, characters, and actually pretty damn good action, then Mato Seihe no Slave is the manga for you. In conclusion,
it should have been me, not him!
Maybe I'll read this, maybe I'll wait for an anime adaptation.
Thank you very much this month to Alpha Sigma, Author Curtis Eckstein, Basil, Dysfunctional Degenerate, Flabberwocky, Ivido, Levados, Misaka12315, Pain Patchett, Pony Star.
Thank you, Gigguk, for another manga and possible future anime recommendation.
Alright guys, don't judge me. I know that recommendation might have seemed a little horny, but I don't really know what to say. Aside from that, though, in about a week or two, I'm going to be touring Europe with Trash Taste. Yes, it is finally almost time, so if you're in Europe and you want a chance to meet me, this is your last chance to get tickets. Our London show is already going to be the biggest show we've ever done, and I heard there might be a little special guest appearing on that show. But there are still tickets available since it's
like Chris Brott,
our biggest thing we've ever done. So this is your last chance, TrashTasteTour23.com to get your tickets today. Anyway, though, that's been it from me for today. I've been Gigguk, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.